Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever this happens to be arriving in your reality of now. I have I've had a really interesting and fun morning. I've got exciting plans in about 45 minutes or so. I play with a group, a game called Canasta, and it's a lovely, lovely group, and they're kind to each other. You'll see someone forget to do one of their moves, like forget to take a card or draw a card. And they don't take advantage and they help each other. And they're patient, even when they're you can tell they want the game to go. And each person in the table, they're polite with and kind. And they have wonderful stories. There's this one, she's an ambassador's wife, and she's so fun to talk. There's a lot of them that are fun to talk to. I had missed out, feels like months now, but life reality is what it is, and I couldn't make it to the coordinated time to go. And that disappointed me more than I realized, so I'm super excited that guess where I'm going today. Gonna pull a card, focusing on the excitement, the things that you look forward to doing that are good and healthy. With that, this one came down, Merkaba. The frequency of Merkaba supports our ability to use our connections to transverse into other layers of reality and dimension. It activates our access to our Akashic records, inheritance as well, merging from a totality of our experiences into our present to serve our highest purpose. Merkaba. 32 breaks down to a 5. So our records. I believe we have Earth records and galactic records. And with that was first chakra rooting. This morning my daughter loves bacon, and she's being raised by a primarily vegetarian mother, so her protein is hard won and not easy to come by. So I'm making her bacon. I got an air fryer, still learning how to use that thing. And after forgetting to turn it on twice, I get it going. House smells like bacon. I start and I move to her tea, and then all the power in my kitchen goes out, including the light. I'm looking around, and I don't know where the circuit breaker is. I'll find it. I end up finishing her bacon in the living room next to the door while my birds look at me going, "What are you doing?" Things aren't always powered up the way that we think they are. And when it comes to electricity, I think every house in every country should have free access to it at all times. The gift of power is something we all have and should have and could have. I also think it'll be individual grid systems and not the way it's set up now. But as I'm standing in my kitchen, unable to fix the power, figuring out other ways to make it work, my daughter still managed to get to school with a warm meal. Barely, but it happened. And because I've got something that I'm very much looking forward to do, I'm not going to take the time, energy, and effort to worry about it now. When I get home, I'm still most likely not going to have power in my kitchen. And I'll get to figure it out. I had a home inspection done when I purchased the place, and in there's probably all sorts of information. And those things will be found. It's my old bay house. I knew its tone, its temperament, its stability, its structure, I knew how well it stood. Here, I might become a carpenter and learn how to frame a wall. because that's practical and it makes sense for my reality. Alrighty. By the time you receive this, it might be either Christmas has just happened or Christmas is happening. So let's pull a card. We're going to awaken our dormant gifts, possibilities, and potentials from galactic source. One card, please. Oh, that was interesting. I saw one of my, there it is again. Expression. I share it. Peeking up, I think that's reflection. Peeking up and joining us is reflection. 33. Okay, expression and reflection. The gift of meditation is you're ready to be ready to be ready to be ready. And you are the toolkit that you take everywhere with you. You will meet situations and encounter obstacles and other things. And how you perceive and interact with them is usually dictated off of history or stability of how well you think you can handle the situation. And what I'm dynamic, still on the bottom. And on the top, awareness, 11. I think I'm going to put that right on top of reflection. Okay. How you emote. A lot of people that I encounter are on a constantly going or constantly running. The here, now, with you. I just shared things from my morning, things coming into my afternoon, but my attention is with you here and now. The ability of I am present, I am here, I am stable, I am okay. Our ability to feel safe in the moment helps us awaken our records. Our masculine energies bring that to us. Everybody is as feminine as they are masculine. They'll be more or less so depending on gender and personality profile, but the equality, we've all been both. The having the power go out and knowing I'll figure it out, it's okay. I put out a text for those that might be able to figure out sooner, and whether they do or not, I'll figure it out later. That keeps things calm in what could have been a stressful morning. Instead, it was funny, entertaining, and it's okay. Our expansion into the way that we feel, see, and sense. Our expansion into that can get triggered and not grow if it doesn't have the correct kind of soil. A place that your toes can stretch and you can feel stable and structured by earth. 901. I had this experience. I'll give you a quick background. I lost my 6-year-old daughter in a car crash. Fast forward, I'm in a new city and in a new school with my youngest daughter. It's a different school I'll go, but I'm at her school and it's the end of the year, so they're doing outside activity functions and all the kids are out playing. There's a little girl and she runs up to me and hugs me. Not ass, not like just ran up and hugged. And I put my hands up because I'm looking down. Never seen this girl. She's adorable, by the way. And she looks up at me and she goes, I pretend that you're my mom. And I hugged her back. And I waited till she released. And then I spoke to her. little bits. It was her birthday, and she was turning 7. This strange child I've never met before and whose name I don't know had no idea how much it would matter to me to get hugged by a little girl turning 7, imagining to be my mother. And she was imagining that I was her mother. It felt like my daughter hugged me. It was like a universal, oh, gotcha, mama. I did contact the school. There is a large homeless population. The children are homeless. And the school systems pick them up from shelters. And not all of them, many of them don't have 2 people at home watching them, or any people. I hugged her back, and I waited to watch her. She was doing a jump rope contest, and I waited and I clapped until she was finished, and then I let her know that I was going on, and I was there to pick up my daughter. And I did contact the school and said, if you can let me know who this girl is, if there is a way. I used to be a foster parent and blah, 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 blah. Nothing came from that. And maybe it will, maybe it won't. It was last summer ago. That little girl's hug was a gift to me. It might have been her birthday. She might have spontaneously thought that this had to do with her and what she was saying. I definitely felt the universal's love, the connection, the care, the compassion. We are all having a human experience together. I know from that little girl's story, she didn't have a mother. Or if she had one, the memory of that was unkind to her, so she was pretending and grabbing other realities. And a part of me will never stop hugging her. It's 1, that's how and who I am. But 2, I'll be there to encourage her and clap for her. And I will be proud and glad with every success. I don't need to witness it to know that they're there. And her times that aren't success, where she feels lonely, the parts of me more powerful than the here, hi, will hug her and be with her and not let go. Our galactic family is that way. Our Earth family is that way. We are in this together in a grander scheme than we can see and perceive. That little girl, blessing. And I hope her 7th birthday was beautiful, and that every birthday after, just as beautiful. All right. My feet are curled up. I'm going to be focusing on the 3rd eye, and I'm going to be bringing pressure from the 3rd eye to the back of the neck. Focus. I'm trying not to sneeze now. Okay. 3rd eye to the back of the neck. I'm randomly grabbing 1. I'll be focusing. 3rd eye, back of the neck. Connection. We'll be moving your ancestral records through your spine, throughout your body. Your highest, greatest good. Feel good. See good things. The kindness, the love, the compassion. Feel the love the universe has for you. The child in you. The adult in you. And everything in between. All right. To the 3rd eye. Kuya tariasa kuya narumia se shusu kuya amoyata kuya naniata triasu shusaya naniata ya kuya kage amoyata. To the back of the neck. Relax and feel your shoulders lighten. Feel your neck ease. Allow the burdens not yours to be lifted. Allow the burdens that you think to be yours to be lifted. Allow the burdens you believe to be yours to be lifted, handed up to ancestral guidance and help. Kuyaka kege kumanaya sasha suyata droya tariato koriata kake kumaya tayata yanonaya sasha saya. Kuyaya moya sasha susuya nariata koriataria kanomonia sasha sukoriatareta kunomoniatariata kaniataria sata. Noyata ya noya sasa 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 sashoyata ya kuyaka. Hayana moyatariata kuyatariata roeta. And disperse. Take care. Be well.